Hello everyone, I'm Yulin.
Hi, I'm Luqman.
Today's episode is slightly different.
Yeah, I know, right? Today's show, film in aircon room. But a bit cool from just now. Yulin, today's lighting and the mood kind of reminds me of an episode in season 1. Are we going to talk about feelings again?
Not exactly, but today's topic can be a little heavy. We're going to talk about lodging a report on sexual crime.
Oh, I see.
As you guys may already know, both of us are GIF officers. So besides patrolling the neighbourhood, we also perform counter duties to facilitate report lodging.
Yes, that's right. I have seen worried faces at the counter lodging police reports for different kinds of cases. I'm sure it wasn't easy, and it does take courage for someone to lodge a report and to relieve an incident that's traumatizing and be causing distress to the person.
Yes, I feel you. Most of the times that victims approach us, they trust that we can help them. So on our end, we will do our best to assist them and to uphold justice. So, relating to today's topic, Luqman, have you encountered any alleged victim of a sexual crime at the counter?
Yes, I recall an incident when a lady came to lodge a report and she told me that she was molested. I was still quite new at that time, so when she told me why she was at the station, I immediately escorted her to a private interview area and I asked her if she was comfortable sharing with me more information, such as the date and location of the incident. She said she didn't mind. So after taking down the preliminary information, I immediately informed the Special Victims Unit, and an officer specially trained in handling sexual crime victims was assigned to handle the case promptly.
Wow, looks like someone knows his stuff.
Of course.
It is not just him, all police officers receive training on basic principles of victim care.
If I encountered any victim of sexual crime, I will ensure that I speak to them in private, and I will immediately activate my colleague who specializes in sexual crime investigation to speak to them as well. In all circumstances, investigation findings will be kept confidential and the identity of the victim will be protected. Hence, police will always engage victims in private to address any issues they have with regards to investigation and to update them on any significant developments.
The police adopt a victim-centric approach in our investigation process and pay close attention to the emotions of sexual crime victims. The investigation officers dealing with sexual crime victims are equipped with skills such as sexual crime investigation principles and processes, interview techniques with active listening skills, and victim management based on a trauma-informed approach to minimize re-traumatizing victims during interviews.
As much as we show empathy to the victims, it is still necessary for our investigation colleagues to ask certain questions to establish facts and circumstances to aid investigations. For example, a description of the clothing worn during the incident will be helpful for us to identify the victim when CCTV footage is retrieved.
Yes, it is important to understand that these questions are for investigation purposes and do not impute responsibility to the victims. They are not intended to shame anyone as well. Remember, our intention is to always establish the truth and bring justice to the victims.
Over the years, changes have been made to the investigation procedures to better support victims and protect their privacy and confidentiality. For instance, if a forensic medical examination is required, the victim may be brought to the One Safe, a medical facility centre located within the police cantonment complex, which will offer greater privacy to the victim.
We know it is not easy. There could be many different reasons why victims of sexual offences do not report such crimes, and there are complex and difficult emotions associated with this. They could be afraid of family, friends, or simply embarrassed or ashamed to do anything.
Early reporting is important as this allows the police to secure evidence and identify the suspect quickly for the case. Throughout the whole reporting process, support will be rendered to the victims. For instance, a victim care officer can be assigned to the victim to give emotional support throughout the investigation and throughout the criminal justice process.
Yes, I totally agree. If you are a victim of a sexual assault or you know of someone who is, report the incident to the police regardless of when it happened.
You can always call 999 if you require any immediate assistance from the police.
The information you provide to the police could bring criminal to justice and prevent further harm to other potential victims.
If you're willing to step forward,
we are always here for you.
Stay safe, everyone.